So unfortunately, I know
you don't do women well.
All
Just
right,
don't.
I'm not going to try that, but you see, unfortunately, the person who is still in charge of the Democratic Party, despite what a lot of people would like you to believe, has an opinion. A very
she's got an opinion.
Yeah, she's always got something to say. Especially when it comes to war and endless war. And when it comes to why are we giving hundreds of billions of dollars to what has been Ukraine, now Gaza, eventually Taiwan. These things don't end, but she wants you to know something. It's important about what's happening with this money.
Let's see what she said.
Like what Israel is doing, and the president has made it clear that some of what Israel is doing he doesn't like.
That's right.
And you go on supplying them with hardware to do those things. You own this operation every bit as much as they do, don't you?
No, we don't. We don't.
No.
We don't. No. They couldn't be doing it without us, but we don't own that.
I have to say, and I've been, Medea Benjamin of Code Pink is a friend of ours, and we made a point to, say to her that when you called out Pelosi, when you told her that she is aiding and abetting a genocide, she wanted to kill her.
Oh, she did.
You could tell that got to her. It got to her.
She shooed Medea. She shooed Medea. Like, what I would not give to have been there. First of all, I would love someone to do that to me. I really would. I would love somebody to do that to me. But I would love to be there when somebody does that to Medea. Just really?
We'll continue, unfortunately.
We have always supported Israel as our national security friend, largely because it was in our interest to do so. Largely because it was in.
We can agree to disagree on that, Nancy.
And this is the thing that everyone gets on RFK and a lot of other people about. But the truth is that Pelosi's only actually telling the truth. It is in our so-called national interest to have Israel.
But it actually really isn't. That's the thing.
Well, to who then? I guess.
Well, but we've had many military people on this show, experts in stuff like this, who have said Israel is a liability. I'm
talking about to the military-industrial complex.
Oh, I just wish she would just say the actual truth. See, what she should be saying is, no, I know we're killing all these people, but my portfolio is amazing this year. And I am competing with everybody else in Congress to see who can make the most money off of these Gazans. So we got to stick.
Sorry, but people have to die in order for her to.
That's just. I'd love for her to tell the truth.
When they say some have to die in order to live, yeah, well, some have to die in order for.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing I appreciate about Trump is that occasionally he does. He tells the truth.
Oh, I totally tell the truth every
only every once in a while when he's not paying attention. But
I'm always telling the truth.
He said, "We're in Syria for the oil."
No, we're totally there for the oil.
Yeah, well, but no one else was saying that. They were there to protect the Syrians.
Yeah, but Pelosi won't say that.
Do so. We had shared values that only democracy in the region. The behavior of Netanyahu is, in my view.
I'm not going to make it through this.
This is, really dishonest. Isn't Turkey a democracy? Isn't Lebanon a democracy? They're not. See,
here's the thing. I don't know, but I sure as shit know Israel's not.
No, but you see,
it doesn't matter about that. I don't know enough about Lebanon and Turkey. I don't know.
I'm using it as an example because what they're basically saying, and again, you know me, I am the most anti-woke person on the left that you'll ever talk to, but it is painfully obvious that it's an anti-Muslim trope when they say that the only democracy in the Middle East is Israel. Because that's what they're saying.
Well, first of all, it's completely inaccurate according to every international human rights organization. So I disagree with that premise.
Yes, but as we will see, and as was the case at the UN this week, the U.S. makes the rules.
Oh, that's no, we veto that.
Inexcusable in terms of how it has affected the collateral damage to children and families and the rest. But nobody can take away the right of any country to defend itself that has been brutally attacked in that way.
Last week, the EU's foreign policy chief, Josep Borrell, wondered aloud why the US isn't doing more to have its warnings taken seriously in Jerusalem.
Maybe because
if you believe, he said, that too many people are being killed, maybe you should provide fewer arms in order to prevent so many people being killed. He's got a point, hasn't he?
Oh my God. That's
Israel is very well equipped with weaponry. There's nothing that we have sent since October 7th that has contributed to this brutality.
I mean, at this point, all you can really do is just laugh.
No, I'm so infuriated right now.
You know,
this makes me so angry.
I'm not going to call the person out by name because it doesn't matter. But the person is we'll just say a spokesperson on MSNBC. And they put out a message today, and we'll leave it at that, that basically says the Palestinians of Michigan, or wherever else they may be in the United States, but the overwhelming majority of the Palestinian population in the U.S. resides in Michigan, that they have a right to not vote for Joe if they don't want to. But everybody else better get on board. And the reason that they have to get on board is that if you think that AIPAC has control over the Democratic Party, wait till you see the Republicans. So basically,
you're screwed either way.
So you're admitting that there is no real tangible benefit.
Hence,
you're admitting that it's broken.
Hence, not a real democracy.
We are a democracy.
Wow. We're a democracy like Israel's a democracy. So that's just great.
Well,
we're all democracies together.
We'll finish out what this fool has to say.
I can't with her.
In the longer run, they're in a dangerous neighborhood, and we will continue to support Israel.
I just feel so much rage. I feel so much rage. First of all, the children in this are not collateral damage. They're purposeful. That's not collateral damage. Collateral damage is when you hit actual military targets and maybe there's a child playing somewhere that they ought not be playing and they get killed. That's collateral damage. These children are being massacred, annihilated, and genocided. See, it's not collateral, purposeful. I think words matter.
And Pelosi, speaking out of both sides of her mouth. On the one hand, we're not helping. We're not part of the genocide.
We're not.
But we are supporting Israel.
In the same sentence.
You know, the sad part is that there probably are a lot of people that hear that and they think to themselves, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're not really listening. They're not really listening. They just root for their team. That's the problem.
What I do think is a silver lining, though, is that a lot of that whole team playing nonsense, I think, is dying. I do think that's going by the wayside. And I think that we have a lot to be thankful for.
Yes.
I've always said that
we're having a revolution.
I suppose we are.
I'm having a revolution.
But we should be very thankful that we do have mediums of communication today that we didn't have yesteryear, even though I think that so much of societal problems can be traced to the fact that we are so indoctrinated into things like social media. But if you use them for the right reason, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
Well, but look, we're seeing live time what's happening in Gaza, and they're still gaslighting us while we're watching it. See, it worked in the 90s, Nancy. It worked in the 90s.
Yes, she wants the 90s back, right?
Well, they want their 90s back. See, in the 90s, you could gaslight us so much better because we couldn't just look this shit up. I wasn't following a girl that's hiding in a tent. I wasn't following her. So you couldn't, but it's amazing. They still sit there and gaslight us. Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.